This is Uncle Chuck. It was in the late 70s. I just got out of Attica prison. Friend I used to hang with, Russell. We got stranded over 130 miles from home. We didn't have a dime on us. We were hitchhiking out in dead of winter. Below zero, 2, 3 below. Can't get a ride. Nobody want to pick us up. Russell, I can't believe this. Boy, can I use some beer or any damn thing now. Come on, Russell says. We gotta get a ride. We gotta get a ride. We walked, I don't know, 6, maybe even 8 hours. And we're dying of thirst. All of a sudden, a guy pulls over and picks us up. Long-haired hippie dude. Said he was from Ithaca. I remember he had a dog with him. You guys look like you're half dead. Hop in, you warm up. I got in the front seat. Russell sat in the back. We're just so happy. So anyway, he says, thirsty. I got beer back there. So the dog lift the top up so these guys can grab a beer. So the dog pushed the top of the cooler up and reached in with his mouth and pulled the beer out and had it right to Russell. And they just said to me, wow, that's pretty damn cool. And we're driving along and stuff. This guy's telling us what he does. He used to make brownies. Yeah, I got one brownie left. You guys can share it. Gotta try a piece. You guys are gonna love this. Damn, maybe 30, 40 minutes later, we're laughing and giggling. The next thing I know, Russell's got him by the throat. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? That pulled Russell back. Like, what the fuck? We ain't robbing this dude or something, are we? Well, the shit hit Russell. You know what I mean? It's that LSD that the dude slipped into. It ain't even hit me yet. Got out of the car because I'm talking to Russell, calming him down. Russell, we're good, we're good. Russell thought he wasn't taking us where we was headed. But I guess, I don't know what was running through his mind. Sacrifice! The guy said, you guys gotta go. I got you right here in Binghamton. Next thing I know, I was like stepping out into a damn jungle. I remember the stuff was hitting me. We walk and talk. 1 minute he's tall, he's short, he's fat, he's skinny. All this shit's going through my head. I'm watching. I can't believe this is happening. It's holy shit. All kinds of weird things were happening. It's like damn trees and stuff were growing out of the ground from you and disappearing. I was seeing stoplights that looked huge, like they were 15 foot across. Where I stayed at and he was staying at was Guy Frank's house. Guy we know was quite a drunk. He had a small trailer, a little carny trail. I mean, it's small. Rats hiding in the house. And I'd go in here at night. I said to myself, shit, I gotta get out of here. I feel cramped. The next thing I know, I ain't with Russell no more. I'm off to a bar. I'm going across this bridge. I look down over the bridge and ain't that part. I'm 15 foot. I thought I was looking down the Grand Canyon. I said, holy shit. And I'm going across. I'm on my hands and he's hanging on the railings. One of my friends was on the other side of the street. Juice, you all right? You all, what's up? This, that. I couldn't even talk, I'm so fucked up. And I get on the other side of the bridge and heading for this bar. I'm over there and I get in there, everybody's watching me and looking. My eyes looked the size of goddamn bowling balls. They were so big. I look, everything was too high, even bars too. Couldn't say, goddamn bars too. Russell's still over the Frank, looking for me. He's looking at a tiny little closet. He thought it was a tunnel. He's yelling, Chooch! Chooch, where are you? Charlie, you're in there, come on out. And I wasn't in there. I'm in a parking lot, and people are grabbing me. I'm trying to eat snow out of a snowbank. I was so thirsty. I'm trying to eat snow, and it's got gravel and everything, and probably dog shit and everything. I finally got home, maybe about 3 hours later. How the hell I got there, I can't even remember. And then we were sitting down talking, now it's daylight. We're both fucked up. And I was looking for you down the tunnel. I said, I was on the other side of the city in a bar trying to find you. And that was it with that guy. End of story.
Hey, what's up, everybody? And welcome to another carcinogenic episode of the Low Budget Show with Damon Millard. I'm Damon Millard. You joined us for a good one. On today's show, we have guest Tyler Fischer.
Fischer.
Tyler will be here.
That would be a good show.
We'll talk Woody Allen.
Oh, is it hot in here?
Macaulay Culkin.
It's good to be a little unattractive.
And about all of our issues.
Sleepwalking, and I get a knife out of the drawer.
This is the show about the things. It's coming right up, so stick around. We're pretty much already out of time. Not only did the Brownie King eat up 5 minutes of the show, it took years off of my life. I'm not kidding, man. I mean, I spent every second of every day since March 14th editing that cartoon, right? And here's the thing, I have like sinus issues now too. So I wake up in the morning and I would brew like a pot of coffee and I would take these Sudafed pills and pound coffee, and then I would just be on my computer all day, just like cartoons, drawings, editing, this. I feel insane. It felt like, you know that scene in Goodfellas when Henry's being chased around by the helicopter, you know, and he's got to go drop off guns over here, and he's got to go pick up cocaine over there, and then he gets the cocaine mixed there, and then he takes the guns back over there to sell them, and then they're not the right guns because the silencers won't fit, and then, do you remember that scene? That's what my whole life has felt like since mid-March. I hope you enjoyed the Brownie King. It was one of my favorite things I've ever done, actually. Now that I have a little bit of separation from it, I can actually enjoy it. That was my Uncle Chucky. I've heard this story hundreds of times growing up. Hundreds of times I've heard this story. And I'll be honest with you, this isn't his best retelling. My cousin Dewes actually recorded a bunch of stories from Uncle Chucky. So although I don't feel like ever editing another cartoon, I might put one together in the future very similar to this. I hope that makes you guys excited. It's a little daunting. Anyway, so we don't have a lot of time on the show today. We're going to try and just speed through this. I am happy that the guy trusted me with something like this. You know, I feel honored that I was able to, like, put this thing together, you know, and it's pretty awesome. The thing is, there's no embellishment in it at all. This is actually one of the milder versions I've ever heard. Anyway, I hope you like it. This better get more than 100 views, man. I will fucking come to each one of your houses individually and choke you out. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and share with your friends. I'm already mad at myself for this. This is taking longer than I wanted it to. Uncle Chuck's like one of my inspirations for stand-up. I mean, the dude's a master storyteller. And growing up, I would watch him like fucking have people eating out of his hand as he's like telling stories, you know, hanging on every word. And it's like, I was like, oh man, I learned to tell a story from the guy. Yeah, that was like one of the big reasons I wanted to do stand-up. I mean, the power that dude could wield in a room, you know what I mean? When he's just like zipped up on just enough drugs to where he's coherent, you know? So here's the thing. Ironically, it's Easter, and I didn't hide any Easter eggs in this episode at all. So don't even look. Don't look. They're not there. But hidden within the Brownie King cartoon itself, there's exactly 9 packs of non-menthol Newports. If you find each one of those, send me a message to Damon at damonmillard.com with a screenshot of all the hidden Newports, then you'll win $50 American. Not exciting, everybody? Also, just send me a message and tell me what you've been up to. What'd you get in your Easter basket? Did you get a solid chocolate rabbit, or did you get one of those hollow CVS pieces of shit? I like Cadbury eggs. I really do. Cadbury eggs are top notch. Anyway, that's the contest. I don't have a lot going on this week. I got to get right to the interview. I did get a haircut, you guys. I know, it's like, at some point I should just save my money, you know? I'm bald. I'm very aware of that. I'm not over here. Do you guys think I'm over here with a delusion that I have a full head of hair? Trust me, I edit this show. I know that I can't use this camera from the side. I can only use it when I'm looking straight at it. It's my lot in life, you know? These are the cards I was dealt. I'm a bald dude, but I still go and get haircuts. I'm not gonna lie, I do look okay from the front. That's why I'm always like backing out of conversations. Anyway, so I go and I get a haircut. There's a place right across the street from me. There's this Russian dude. He's got like one lazy eye. It like drifts. It starts straight, but then it like drifts. Like it's like, and then sometimes it'll come back. Like it's like, oh shit, I forgot to clock out. I let this guy cut my hair. He does okay. Listen, here's what happened. So I got my COVID mask on, right? Dude's cutting my hair, and he's like in this area here, and he hits the fucking string of my mask, and it goes. The mask falls, and the guy goes, "Don't worry, I got another mask for you." And he goes into his bag and he pulls out another mask. This did not look like a fresh mask. It had a lot of wrinkles. You know what I mean? Like it had been stuffed in a pocket a few times. So he hands it to me, right? I take it and I unwrap it, and right in the mouth area, there's like a yellow coffee stain. I don't think I'm going back to that guy. And here's the thing, the big dilemma is, he gave me a business card, and every time I get my hair cut, he signs it. And so I only have to go one more time and pay full price, and then the time after that's free. Should I go back? Should I just stop getting haircuts and shave it all off? Let me know. Send me an email. It's Damon at DamonMillard.com. Let me know what I should do about my hair. Let me know what you thought about the cartoon. If you find all of the Newport packs, I forget how many there is, but there's exactly
9.
If you find them all, send me an email, and I absolutely will send you $50 US. That's it. Let's go check out our interview with Tyler Fischer. It's funny. We'll see you next time. Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Low Budget Show. Joining me now is a very funny stand-up comedian, Tyler Fischer, everybody. Say hello.
Hello.
All right.
Hello.
What's up, man?
We have like a mouth cam too here.
Yeah, we can do that.
One of those cameras that goes down your throat.
Yeah, colonoscopy
yeah,
style.
Yeah. That would be a good show.
I just had a procedure like
You
that.
did?
Yeah, they put a camera in my dick.
A camera in your dick?
Yeah.
What happened? You got Me Too'd?
Yeah, I did.
They're like, we got to keep an eye on him all the time now.
The lady was like, I can identify him, but only from the inside.
yeah.
So they needed some evidence.
Wait. Tell me about why you had a camera in your dick.
Oh, man. I don't know. I just was peeing blood for months.
Oh.
And then I went.
Months?
Yeah,
you waited months? You go once?
I did.
If this lasts for 9 months, I'm going to get it checked out.
I was scared of what the answer was.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I kept
You're
going.
avoiding the reality. Oh my God! How much blood was in per pee?
It was enough.
I think that's how they measure it, per pee.
Yeah, per pee. Well, it was enough to where you notice it. Also, it kind of makes all of your pee like pink lemonade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I had a hemorrhoid. If that makes you feel better, I had this blood coming out the other
Does
side.
make me feel better.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it didn't burst. I think it can burst. It didn't burst. So I think it can be dangerous because if it bleeds, it can really the dam really opens.
Yeah, how did you?
I think it was. Well, you have like a lump on the inside, like in your ass.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's really itchy. Yeah. Well, okay, here we go. Tit for tat, because I waited about a year after it was really itchy. I think it was from lifting an air conditioner. Then it developed like a blood clot.
Yeah.
So I waited a year. Okay. I mean, itchy ass isn't as bad as a bloody pee, but I had a itchy butt for about a year. And then once that thing was on there, I was like, oh, I got to get this checked out. Hemorrhoid cream, 2 weeks, gone.
But your apartment was cool.
Yes.
Yeah. The things we will do for moderate temperature. Yeah. That's good.
I went to get a skin cancer screening. And then she's like, you have crazy dandruff. I was like, I know. I just never did anything about it. And she gave me this little bottle.
You had medical dandruff?
Like bad. And people always thought I was doing coke. They're like, I just assume, it's just all over. I'm always like, I have allergies too. So they're like, Fisher's a cokehead. Little bottle of like medicated drops, gone. Like you use all this Selsun Blue, all this shit, and it does nothing.
Right.
But they have medicine for it. Yeah.
Instant fix.
Dude, 2 days later, it was gone.
Oh man, I mean, there was kids I went to school with. Who
Yeah,
had
yeah.
beards for
Oh, it's
all of
humiliating.
elementary and middle
Yeah,
school. They
yep.
could have just had it on like that.
Yep.
Your fucking parents hated you.
That might be true.
All right, so let's catch everybody up. Hemorrhoids gone. Dandruff gone. But now you got a beard.
Beard is here.
Beard
What
is
does that
here.
have to do with bloody, bleeding assholes?
I've been trying to like, skew the conversation to ask you like about your new look.
Yeah, well, I grew it out this long last COVID year, and then I shaved it because I wanted to do a Joe Biden impression because I was thinking he might win, and I used to do Trump, so I was like, I got to get ready for Biden, and so I had to shave it, and then I grew it all back.
So is this staying or what? Or is it?
Well, it usually depends on what acting jobs I have, and I'm not really auditioning anymore. So that's like how I knew how unsuccessful I was by how long my beard was. I was like, wow, I haven't worked in 19 months. I'm gonna do a Jim Carrey masterclass video, so I'll keep the beard for that, and then I gotta shave it to do some more.
Yeah, because no one recognizes you now, right?
No, it's kind of nice actually with the mask and the beard and sunglasses. Not that people were really recognizing me, but...
You ever get recognized as Macaulay Culkin?
I don't think so. That'd be pretty cool, though. You know, if I met some fan and I just played it off as...
You would go.
I would go with it. Yeah, if it was like a cute girl who's like, oh, I'm a big Macaulay Culkin fan and I get laid as playing Macaulay Culkin. He does look a little more sickly than I do, you know? He looks like he's been doing drugs.
Does anybody know what's up with him? Like, what is it that...
I think he was starting a production company, actually. My buddy did some video at his house.
I saw that he's going to have a sex scene with the lady from Misery.
Maybe I could be his body double for
That would be good, yeah.
when he's getting laid.
Do you do a Macaulay Culkin?
No, I don't really know how to do a Macaulay Culkin because he's was never really present as an adult. You know,
That's true.
You could really only do the Home Alone stuff.
You can only do this thing.
That's exactly. Yeah.
That's...
I think I look like if you can take any celebrity and mix them with Macaulay Culkin. You know, it's like Zach Galifianakis and Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
Niles Crane, Macaulay Culkin.
Yes.
Aaron Paul, Macaulay Culkin.
Yes.
Keeps me grounded.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
It's good to be a little unattractive to keep you humble.
I know all about that.
You know exactly what I'm. The camera's on you, right?
Yeah, well, this is a good time. If you're watching this and you don't know any of Tyler's work, pause, Google him, see all the impressions he does, and then come back and pick up.
Go watch Home Alone 2 and come back.
What was the first impression that you were like, oh, I can do impressions? Like,
the first impression I did, I was going to be a lawyer. Then I decided to go to a school for theater. Veered off. I was like, I'm going to be an actor. So I just started acting in college, and the school play was called Stuff Happens, and it was about George Bush invading Iraq. And it was all actual excerpts from speeches he gave. There was no role for me, and then I read for George Bush. I don't know, I just went in the mirror and just started like, strategery, or war and terror. And I just I was like, oh, I could actually kind of sound like him. And I went in for the audition, and everyone was just dying. Yeah. So I got the role of George Bush.
It's fucking dope. And you were like, fuck law school.
I was like, fuck you, Dad. I'm going to be play George Bush on Broadway.
Yeah. I got 8-year plan, and then that's it.
But you know how it goes when you book something. It's like, feels...
Thank you for that.
Yeah, but like, whatever. Someone books you on a show.
Okay.
That can give you a lot of excitement. So I did that, and then there was a comedian in the play, and he goes, you should do stand-up. He goes, I do a stand-up show in my cafeteria. So I did stand-up, and then...
Hooked?
Then I was hooked, but I didn't really do impressions until I got a manager, and he goes, do you want to submit for SNL? Oh, and I was like, what? Sure. So I had to come up with 5 impressions. That forced me to do them. And I had, maybe 2 or 3. And then every year I would need 5 new ones. So that's really how it happened. I never intended to do impressions.
I don't know if this is the first day I ever met you or saw you, but Duplex.
Oh my God, yeah.
We're doing like a Woody Allen.
Yeah.
And then you also ran outside and did shit through the window.
Yeah, oh yeah,
I was
exactly.
like, this dude's got some balls.
Yeah, that was my impression of a woman walking by a shoe store.
Oh yeah.
And she walks by and pretends like, they always pretend like what is this?
Yeah.
Who's this, shoes? They're selling shoes. And then they walk by and they always end up coming back. But that was for all you watching at home, that was a gay bar. that we would do
Why'd you out me?
an open. So let's not get it twisted. We met at a gay bar.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We did.
Where I was doing an impression of a woman. And Woody Allen. Yeah, that was a kooky open mic. Were you there when the guy would heckle?
Yeah, that was like my favorite part of it.
That was scary. You're also a new comedian, and then there's this like snappy gay guy at the bar, like raw. You're just heckling. He had his own microphone, so
it was really hard to keep time.
Yeah, that was crazy. He could just cut your joke off.
Yeah,
but you had to learn how to get through it.
Yeah, but it was good, man, and you stuck out. Like,
I was just doing crazy stuff to stand out. There's 50 comedians, so I would try to do something, and then people enjoy impressions, so I would throw them in. It wasn't like I didn't want to be an impressionist. We were talking about medical stuff. I just and I'll say it because I'm a little self-conscious. I discovered I have like a serious sleep issue.
You did?
Yeah. I had to go in for a sleep study a few weeks ago, and it was in Canarsie, Brooklyn, which is like a really dangerous part of town. But I'm on Medicaid, so my options were pretty slim. It looked like a jail. And they go, have you ever got one of these sleep tests?
No. I tried to get some money by being part of a sleep clinical study.
Okay.
So I was in there like,
what was the study?
I don't know. Like they would pay you $600 for like 2 weeks to go in.
Right. And like, can you sleep with this thing up your ass? We're testing a new kind of...
We're testing how corn does.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was really just trying to talk my way into this.
Right. You just like, oh yeah, I did this study.
I get real tired at night.
Tired at night in the morning. Yeah.
If I don't get 8
Are you tired at night?
Yeah. Is this about that?
So did you get
to fix that?
So what happened? You just slept and did they...
I didn't actually go that far into it because they were like, "Nah, this guy ain't got enough problems."
Oh, they knew you were just like passed out.
What did you say?
You don't have sleep issues?
I mean, I do because I drink a lot of coffee, so I have a real hard time like
falling asleep.
Yeah, but what is your thing?
Well, I've got a lot of things. One thing is I wake up gasping for air. I sleepwalk, and lately I've been waking up in the kitchen. I'm acting out my dreams, and I think there's an intruder in the house.
Really?
So I go to the kitchen, sleepwalking, and I get a knife out of the drawer, bring it back to my room, and I start trying to fight off whatever intruder or So this happens every night.
For how long?
Since I was a kid.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So now I can't make fun of you for your bloody peas because.
No. You cannot.
I can't. I apologize.
You're literally like one sleepover away from a life sentence.
Yeah, exactly. I'll go and I'll like take things off the walls. If I'm sleeping at someone else's house, I'll wake up and like I'd rip that giant painting off the wall. And in the morning it would be on the ground. They're like, "What the fuck happened?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And then I'll have a flashback. So I wake up and there's like a pile of knives on my floor. I know, it's bonkers. It's like ruining my life because like I don't even drink or do drugs, and I'll see someone at a comedy club. They're like, "Dude, are you on a bender? Are you like?" They think I'm on a heroin binge, but it's like no, I'm not sleeping.
Do you remember the terror dreams?
I just know there's something, and it's attacking me, and I have to protect myself. And a knife is a good way to do it. Wait, I think I actually took a picture. Yeah, okay, we'll show him.
Is this your way of saying I read the corrections?
Oh, yeah, I'm just trying to show. Oh, there it is. Yeah,
there it is.
Yeah, so there's a book, a glass of water, my dog's toy, and then a fucking butcher knife. So I get the sleep study, and they put fucking like 50 wires on you. And they wire your whole body up, and then they put you on basically like, it's like a rock bed.
Yeah.
And then you're in this facility with all these other people who have traumatic sleep issues. So in the middle of the night, it was like a fucking haunted house. There's people like, "Ah!" They're like, crazy snoring, people sleepwalking. A guy came into my bathroom, got into my room, and I wake up, and someone's walking into my bathroom.
So scary.
Pissing in my toilet, and you're wired up.
That's scary.
So I didn't sleep at all. So
That's gotta be those scary.
Oh, it was brutal. Yeah.
It's like Port Authority, right? It's
like having a sleep test in the Port Authority. And as I'm going to bed, the woman goes, "Oh, it's a very dangerous neighborhood." She goes, "My car was robbed last week. Good night."
Yeah.
And then there's people trying to buzz in all night, like homeless people.
Yeah.
Because they know this is a place with beds.
Can I sleep on one of those hard beds?
Yeah, seriously. So all night it's like, bzz, 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 bzz. That's what I've been dealing with. And
okay, there's a lot to unpack.
it's a lot to unpack, I know.
So let's go back to the beginning. When you say this has been happening since a kid, like on a regular nightly basis, or is it like a more of a special occasion? Hey.
I think it was pretty regular.
Yeah.
Because I shared a room with my brother, and he in the morning we'd be eating cereal. He'd be like, "You pissed in the corner again." You know? Or like, "You were screaming about cheese last night. What was that about?" And I'm like, I'd wake up with my whole family's blankets in my bed. I would sleepwalk and steal blankets and just wake up. No one ever was like, "You need to get this fixed." When we were kids,
right.
No one really gave a shit about.
No.
There was like a couple kids with ADD or like in therapy, but
right. Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like everyone nowadays is like, "Oh, we're not like everyone's way too sensitive," but back then there was no like.
Do you remember like growing up, like if somebody's parents acted like they cared about them, you were like, "Look at this fucking
This fucking puss." Yeah.
This guy's so weird.
I love you. What?
Oh, you're just gonna hug your mom in front of all of us, huh?
Yeah.
Just like that, huh?
Yeah, but haven't things changed so much?
Yeah.
From then to now?
Okay.
This is what I think happened was our grandparents were all fucked up from the war. Then they didn't give a shit about our parents, and like beatings were pretty common, and everyone's parents was alcoholics. Then our parents made up for that a little, and then now it's way overcompensated.
Yeah.
Now the kids are all a bunch of pussies.
It's true.
You know.
It's true. Like
it's like
I've
everything's
beaten up a lot of kids. And they're always
like
trying.
recently.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to keep my record. You know?
Like, you don't know how good you have it, man. Parents never hug.
So where's the hardest place where you're like, oh, this could become a problem? You have to plan this out, right?
Duh, I mean, dude, like I'm single right now. I say right now, like I've been single my whole life.
Like it's an option. I'm single right now by choice.
I know it's a choice. It's a lifestyle. I'm trying to find myself.
Yeah.
So when I have a lady back to my room, are we allowed to say lady on your show here?
No.
I don't know.
I don't want a person
human
of their own choice.
Human person. Yeah. When I figure out who the person I'm fucking, what they identify as.
Yeah.
I have to be like, hey, if you sleep over, I might kill you.
Yeah.
You know, which is a great way to get people to not sleep over. And now I have a dog, so if I'm at their place, they're like, "Can you sleep over?" I'm like, "I gotta go home, get my dog." Also, I might kill you.
Right. Do you ever have to do like some werewolf shit? Like maybe handcuff yourself or hide the knives?
My therapist was like, "Why don't you hide the knives?" But I run an Airbnb in my house and I have guests above me, so I'm like, I'd have to explain to them why, because I also wake up late because I'm a fucking comedian. Right, so in the morning, the knives are locked up. They're like, "Where's the button? Like, why can't I get the knives?" I go, "Oh, because I sleepwalk and I get knives at night."
Yeah, and that's just a hard conversation.
That's tough, yeah.
Right? Because they might be like, "Who's going to leave today?" I tried to do that. You see how I tried to do
That's pretty good.
Oh, who's going
to leave today? I think we're checking out Jerry. It's 2 months early?
Yeah. I have a thing. I have a couple things. This is going to be a good episode because watch this. Good. I have a thing where when I sleep, sometimes I'll sleep on my arm.
Arm goes numb?
Goes dead.
Freak out?
I freak out. Wake up and I'm holding it this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ah!
I do that too.
Ah! And I scream and I run up back and forth in my apartment.
You think you're losing it, right?
Yeah. And then I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And it takes a minute and I come back. And I've had that for quite a while. My friend in college was having a party and I was sleeping or whatever, and I just came out in my boxers running through the hallway holding this arm. It's always holding the arm like, ah.
Yeah. Well, because it's dead. Like, I think if I don't wake it up in time, I'll lose it. So that's what I actually think. Yeah. So I'll start punching my arm, you know, and then usually I have a knife in one hand, so I'm like trying to wake it up.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
My girlfriend, she'll make fun of me. It's because it's always like just terror. No, no.
Yeah, I know. It's like, oh,
What are you
my
doing?
favorite arm. I know. You think it's a person or something, and you actually can't feel it. That's the weird part. It is so numb. So what do you do about that?
I hope it don't happen again. I don't know. There's really nothing to do.
I'm gonna hopefully
figure
it out. They want me to go back and use the sleep apnea mask, but I don't want to live a life having to like put a.
What's the worst situation this has put you in?
So I actually ran like full force into my door, smashed my head, nearly passed out in the bathroom, and then was so disoriented I called the ambulance. And they're like, what happened? And I'm like, oh, I ran into the door. They're like, how much have you been drinking? I'm like, I swear, I had a spindrift. So,
that's fine. I used to go to the hospital all the time. I used to have panic attacks like crazy. I thought I was having a heart attack every day for 4 or 5 years. I would go to the
during
hospital.
the day?
I always.
Oh.
I'll be walking somewhere, right? And then all of a sudden my heart will be like,
you might be having one right now.
I gotta get to the hospital. No, I might. I gotta
Could be good for the episode. You just fucking run out.
Yeah. I've had panic attacks on stage, like in a club.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, are you in therapy? I don't
No,
want to cover
not
that
really.
up. You're not? It sounds like you're a good candidate.
I just got back on insurance.
Okay.
It's been very good to me, guys.
You're like, this is my therapy.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
It's
helpful because you might figure out what that is.
Yeah,
There's something there. Like you may have been like, molested by a guy who was having a heart attack.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Stay there. I think I'm having a heart attack. Have you ever been to Woody Allen's house in Connecticut, perhaps? He's being canceled again.
Yeah, he's recanceled.
Recanceled?
I didn't know you could get recanceled.
Yeah. This is like attempt number 10.
I don't know. I'm watching the show.
The documentary.
Yeah, I'm watching the documentary. I don't want to get myself canceled.
Yeah.
But it seems a little like they already had their mind made up going into the making.
Well, that's the thing. It's not a balanced documentary.
Not even nearly.
It's Mia Farrow's dream scenario.
Because you literally have to Google Sun Yi and all that to get the response.
There's a lot of contradictory stuff. First of all, I was going to watch the documentary.
Right.
But I decided to just watch Annie Hall instead. It was like,
that's a good choice.
I was like, why not just watch the films, be entertained, and get the same information? I'm not sure if he did it or not. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
But people are surprised. And my friend was like, did you watch the documentary? I'm like, did you watch Manhattan? Like, what's so shocking about this? Like, the guy was dating teens in his films. Doesn't mean he raped a toddler, though.
I mean,
doesn't mean he did that. But she had 13 kids. I'm one of 3, and like 2 of us got neglected because
when you get 13 around. I mean,
11 will be neglected.
Molest 1.
You're gonna molest 1.
It's like the law of average.
It's the law of average. Every 13 kids, 1 gets molested. 2 of them killed themselves. 1 died in the hospital of AIDS alone. 1 married Woody Allen.
Right.
Another one claims she was a crazy, abusive, so it's like...
Right, like, because if you're going to, give a mother a report card, it's based on results here.
Exactly.
She's not turning out a lot of Steve Jobs.
No, exactly. So it's like, you have 13 kids, 2 off themselves.
Yeah.
There's more information to be had about it.
I think that's where we'll leave that. There is more.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, I watched it and I just felt like it, because I went to film school and I know how to make a documentary.
Sure. You got to pay attention. What music are they using?
Right.
Like, even when they have the video of Woody Allen, playing with the kids, it's, in slow motion, and he's like, come here, You're like, well, why is that in slow motion? It looks creepier. Or, the girl's, face is in slow motion. Yeah.
But, let's be honest, this being back in the news, it's good for your impression.
Oh, it's great. Are you kidding me? I'm milking it. Yeah. People are like, don't do that. You don't need to do Woody Allen anymore. I'm like, he'll be back,
Yeah.
The problem, too, is his body language is so uncomfortable.
Yeah. He always seems guilty.
He always seems guilty.
Yeah.
So to have him up on the stand being like, I swear, I didn't do, oh, is it hot in here? I didn't touch her, just. Moral of the story is you should get a therapist.
Yeah, I should, but it's like a whole thing.
Do you still have the heart attack thing?
No, I've been meditating.
You're like, no, it's seizures now.
I have a thing though. Since this is a show about our things, do you want me to tell you this really bad?
Is that what it is? This show?
Yeah, the show about the things.
That's what this is about.
Yeah, the show
about the things. Yeah, anything.
I have a thing
Mm-hmm.
where I always think I'm gonna snap when I'm in like a situation where you have to be on your best behavior. Let's say.
Oh, you're paranoid. You're gonna snap.
I think I'm going to snap, and I think.
Like when you're holding a baby, you're afraid you're going to throw it out the window.
Yeah, or punch a pregnant woman right in her stomach, or spit in somebody's face. That's my number one thing that I think I'm going to do.
Whoa.
It happens all the time. The first time it really reared its face.
Go ahead.
No, I was I had my job interview for, as a photojournalist. I couldn't get the thought out of my head. I was just going to not be able to control myself, and I was just going to spit in the guy's face who was interviewing me.
Andy was pregnant.
He was pregnant. I was like, you don't know what you got coming, buddy. Here's another really bad one. I told you about my friend Andrew.
Yeah.
So he was on the Seth Meyers show.
Okay.
So I got invited to hang out. I'm in the green room with Andrew, and then Seth comes in, and they're all like,
fucking
there.
bug-eyed.
I'm like, oh God, no. I'm like, no.
I'm going to punch Seth
No,
Meyers. Seth Meyers has a punchable face, though, by the way.
He really did.
It's fucking bug eyes.
He came in and he said hello, and I was like, hi, because it physically makes me like, I have to try to protect my brain from snapping.
Sure, yeah. Let me give you the number of my therapist.
All right, we've talked a lot. I just want to touch on a couple things. You got a special out.
Woody Allen wanted to touch on a couple things too, and look where it got him. So be careful. Be careful. All right.
Your special came out recently.
It came out. Speaking of pedophilia, it's called Man Boy Unit, which is about me being able to catch pedophiles because from the back I look like a little boy. So, so that's I catch pedophiles. You could see in 20 years you're like, we knew Tyler Fischer was a pedophile. Look at his whole special was about pedophilia.
Right. No, but I've seen you do that act out on stage, and when you turn around, you are hard to pin down.
I'm very small, yeah.
Have men on the internet ever sent you like plane tickets or anything like that?
Not plane. Amtrak at best. I'm not worth the plane ass. But
well, you know what?
No, I have gay men hit on me on the internet and stuff. They'll be like, "Are you sure you're not?" I'm like, give me a night and I'll. Right. So that's out now on YouTube. Yeah. Man Boy Unit, free special.
Very funny. I've watched it.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Yep. So check that out.
Podcast. Tyler Fischer Show.
Tyler Fischer Show.
Yep. That's just an hour of me pretty much ranting.
And that's fun.
In place of the therapy I should be getting.
Yeah. If you like this, watch that because there's just more of that. Just
more of this. Yeah. Yeah. And I do it right after I have a cup of coffee so that I'm really outgoing.
So you're real jammed up. So anyway, that's our show. Watch Man Boy Unit. Check out the Tyler Fischer Show.
It's all on YouTube. Yeah, Tyler Fischer. Fischer.
Fischer. It's all there.
Yeah, and I will be on the episode 4 of the Woody Allen documentary this Sunday, so you can check me out.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
That's going to do it for this episode. Join us next time where we will talk to Soon Yi and get her side of the story. All right.
You're going to like it. You're going to love
Thanks a lot. We'll see you next time.
Good night.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What were we talking about?
The Low Budget Show with Damon Millard.
I still love you.